For any Xbox or PlayStation codes or anything gaming related, check out g2a.com, and if you need any Ultimate Team coins, then head over to FIFA. The code CHES will get you a discount on both sites, and all links are down below. Hey guys, how's it going? Chez back again, and welcome to episode number 63 of My Player here on FIFA 15. Today we've got a big game against Paris Saint-Germain as the first game of the episode, and I'm thinking the second game of the episode I might not do, and then do the accomplishment overview, which is what a few of you were asking for in the comment section, and then you gave me some feedback as well on yesterday's video saying that you would like to see that. So we've got PSG away, and then obviously that is a massive game. PSG top of the table so far, undefeated. We'll give you a quick recap. As you can see, Paris Saint-Germain top, 7 games won and a draw to go along with their 19 goals and only 6 conceded so far this season. Although at Lyon we've only conceded 8 but scored just the 12, although obviously they were already 3 or 4 games in before we joined. We have now scored some goals at Lyon, 3 goals and 1 assist in our 7 games to date. Hopefully we'll be able to add to that and get a decent performance and result, most notably away from home at Paris Saint-Germain, but fingers crossed everything goes our way, and then like I say, we will have a look at the accomplishments for the second half of the video. So hopefully you're looking forward to that. Of course, if you enjoy the video, then hit the like button and let me know in the comment section how you think we'll do this year with Lyon by the time we finish this third season in Ligue 1. And of course, as always, if you aren't subscribed to the channel already and would like to do so, then feel free. And we are very close now to 43,000 subscribers, so it would be great if we could hit that at some point towards the end of the weekend or maybe even early next week. But for now, big test. Paris Saint-Germain, the biggest test we've had so far this season domestically. Of course, we have had the games against AC Milan and Bayern Munich in the Cup, in the Champions League, but for now, this is going to be our biggest Ligue 1 game so far. Hoping to come out with a victory. Lucas got a lot of space to run into right at the very start. There's no Ibra up top for PSG today. In fact, they've got a certain Wilfried Bony starting as their main striker, and Lavezzi and Lucas either side of him, so still a similar threat, I guess, to Ibra. A tall, strong, physical player who's good in the air and has good dribbling feet as well. Obviously not quite as good as the big Swede, but still, Bony will be a danger for us defensively. Johan Cabaye in the midfield as well, obviously, as well as, what's his face, Matuidi. I can't remember his name for a minute. And I'm not sure who else they've got in their midfield 3. But Johan Cabaye on the ball here. They're number 8. I think Thiago Motta is the other guy. So a strong PSG side against our strongest Lyon side. But I am nervous about the pace they've got out wide and the strength of Bony through the middle. We have shown so far this year that there are a few defensive mistakes in this side and a bit of naivety with the likes of Umtiti in the back line as well. Hopefully, though, we'll be able to do okay. I've got my fingers crossed if Lacazette can play me in here at some point. Like now, then we might be in. No, it's a terrible ball. Oh, Ikoko brings that down. He's just going to get it away, or isn't. I thought he was going to go out for a throw-in and we'd get the chance to attack, but no, PSG come away with it. Here's Ikoko into Johan Cabaye. Don't want to let him have space on the edge of the box because he can do things like that and fire in a really rasping shot. Fortunately, the goalkeeper was able to get a hand to it. This might drop still to Bony, though. Oh, Johan Cabaye still loitering with intent on the edge of the box. Fortunately, we were able to get the block in the second time around. So that's the first chance of the game. Johan Cabaye stinging the palms of our goalkeeper Lopez, but for now, we stay at 0-0. Just into Digne. Cabaye finds Wilfried Bony. Might look for the 1-2. Has found him again. No, Umtiti gets a tackle and drops to Lavezzi. It's a tame shot. It's gone well wide. And Crystal Palace have just gone 2-1 up at home against Tottenham with 10 minutes to go. Yes, Jason Punchin. Fofana into Grenier, finds me. I see Lacazette trying to make me a run. I think he's just offside. We'll find him. And actually, that's a top finish, but it isn't going to count. I just timed the ball over a little bit too late. Spectacular finish from Alexander Lacazette. I know you say play to the whistle, and he did exactly that. I just should have played it there, and I took the extra touch. And oh, it's so tight. So tight to being onside, but unfortunately just the wrong side of the defensive line. And we don't find ourselves going in front just yet. Jallet, get it into Mvwemba, gets it back, Christophe Jallet. And Mvwemba sees the ball again. Lacazette's waiting for it in the middle, as am I now. And I've got a man at the back post as well. Lacazette, I'll run front post. Can I get there ahead of David Luiz? We can. Shot well saved, but the goalkeeper drops to... Oh, I have no idea how that hasn't gone into the back of the net. I don't know who they've got in goal. I think it said Price. So I don't know who that is, genuinely. I may have to check at half-time just so I can make sure that I get my commentary correct, but somehow we haven't gone 1-0 up there. Lacazette is going to get it to me though. Oh, heavy first touch, and Ikoko gets in, but Grenier wins it back. Perhaps the Grenier win it again off Matuidi, no free kick. Played advantage there. Matuidi's going to race onwards. Yohan Cabaye played in. He's got Lavezzi making moves in front of him. Might use him. No, uses Dinho, who does use the Argentinian. Dancing inside the box. Back to Yohan Cabaye. Can PSG go 1-0 up here? No, good defending. Back to Lavezzi again. In for the man in the middle. Thiago Motta. Great save by the goalkeeper. Tipped onto the bar and away we come. What a first half this is turning out to be. I'll call for a through ball from Lacazette. It's me versus David Luiz. And the big Brazilian comes out on top. Heavy touch though. We've won it back. I'll try the little dink. Run, Clement Grenier. Hasn't got there. And it has dropped to the goalkeeper now, who is called Price. I will just quickly check who that is, because, not accomplishments. I don't know who their goalkeeper is. We'll have a quick look at player performance and then switch to PSG. Lewis Price, 84 rated. I'm just going to have a quick look on Foothead to see who that is. Lewis Price, goalkeeper. He's another glitched player. We saw that. Who was it? Victor Anichebe went from 72 to 86 when his potential was only his potential was only like 79 or 78, and he went to Bayern Munich for £55 million. Lewis Price started out this year as a 31-year-old goalkeeper rated 64. He's gone up 20 ratings when his potential is only to stay at 64. He's gone up 20 ratings to 84 and finds himself at PSG. That's incredible. Absolutely mental, but still, hopefully we can find a way past him. But he looks like, at this moment in time, he's one of the best goalkeepers on the game. Free kick here for PSG in a dangerous position. Yohan Cabaye is obviously going to put in a decent ball into the box. He always does have a fantastic delivery. Motta wins the header. Lacazette battling at the back post with Lucas. Squares it in. Boney's there and somehow has headed it backwards. Lavezzi brings it down, hits the base of the post, and it goes out for a goal kick. That's the closest PSG have come to a goal so far. I think it's the closest either side have come to a goal so far. Still 0-0, but it could quite easily be 2-2 at this stage. For Fana into Gonalons. Might play Lacazette, has done. I'll call for a through ball. Can I get there? No, Dinier's going to beat me. No, I've beaten him to it. If there was a dive button, I'd have used it there. Get the cross in. There's Lacazette in the middle. Can't win the header because Gonalons has come back. But there's Grenier. Does find Lacazette. Question of whether he can win us a penalty or just go all the way through. Lacazette, now we've hit the post. This is incredible. Both sides hit the post in the shape of 5 minutes. In between the two highlights, they've brought on Ibrahimovic as well. So it's really, really going to be an interesting final half an hour here. Both sides going all out for the win. So far, though, nobody scored. Yohan Cabaye. Lacazette tracking back, but Matuidi's picked it off him. Into Ibra. Please don't let this mean that they're going to capitalise on a mistake from Lacazette trying to get back and defend. Ikoko out wide, chance for him to cross it. He's got a man with him who's standing him up very well indeed. Great defending. Matuidi flicks the header on though, and that was headed in. Needed that tip over the bar from Lopez. That was a fantastic headed effort. See from the replay, that was going to loop into the top corner, I think. You can't really see from that angle. From this angle, the telebroadcast angle, it looked as if it was going to go in. They've just brought on Javier Pastore for Yohan Cabaye. That should be keepers though, although it's not convincing. But Lacazette might get there first. He has done. I'm going to try and offer myself some support here if I can with a run. But no, David Luiz has just mullered him. PSG still trying to get themselves back in it. Jallet taken down now. A good tackle by Pastore. Still the chance to counter-attack, but the man gives up on it. Not really too sure why. Marco Verratti into Ibra. Don't let him turn and have space that far out of goal, because he can bang them tops from 40 yards. Here's Lucas. Two men with him. Does get the cross in. Ibra with a header and another top save by Lopez. Goalkeeper's on form. Goalkeeper's definitely on form. Question is he going to be on form enough to keep them out for the rest of the game? 15 minutes to go. Corners come in. This one should be his. Again, cleared away by a defender. Can Lacazette get to this one? No, Coco's headed it back to Marquinhos. Lofts it into the box. Ibra's there. Offside. The ball will end up in the back of the net. That's the second offside goal we've had today in that side of the pitch. Lacazette in the first half. Ibra in the second. 10 minutes to go. And it's still 0-0 somehow. Lucas, nice little back heel to Verratti. Got the man running down this left-hand side. It's Blaise Matuidi of all people. Out in a left wing position. Whips it in. Rose wins the initial header to get it away. Good feet from Grenier. Poor strength. Ibra with a chance. Ibra hits the post. And then somehow Ikoko puts that wide from 5 yards. With an open goal in front of him, the right back has clearly the best chance of the game to this point. Question of whether he was offside or was actually offside given. Apologies. I thought he just missed an open goal, and that was the most blatant of chances for PSG to take the lead. They've hit the woodwork twice now. No idea what my defenders are doing, but we've got 5 minutes of added time to keep them out. Lucas down the right. Taking his time, does get the cross in. There's Cabaye underneath it. It's not. It's Dinho, not the best of clearances, and then Baluli acrobatically gets out for a throw. Throw for PSG. Lucas is going to take it, looking for the man back here, which is Ikoko. If we can steal it off Marco Verratti, perhaps I could break away. They still have 2 defenders back, both their centre-backs, I believe, still waiting on the halfway line. Pastore works it into Digne. Digne with a shot, another good save by Lopez. Going to be a PSG corner to finish the game. This really will be the last chance, I would have thought. Matuidi's going to be the man to whip it in. Not got the best of crosses on him, Matuidi. It was a strange decision to let him take it with people like Johan Cabar on the pitch. It's come in though. Ibra meets it, goes over the top of the bar. Another corner though. I don't know whether the goalkeeper or the defender got to it, but Matuidi's going to be the man to whip it in from the far side again. Now this definitely will be the last chance of the game. Blaise Matuidi whips it. Is there going to be a PSG head underneath it? It's Javier Pastore, but there goes the final whistle. Somehow that most incredible game ends 0-0. All of these games in Ligue 1 seem to be particularly exciting. Despite the fact that a few of you were quite disgruntled that we kind of made a sideways move with the level at which we're playing, this move to Lyon has really been good for the series as far as I'm concerned, because these games are really fun to play and really fun to commentate, and hopefully they're fun for you to watch as well. That was a really interesting game, despite the fact that I barely had anything to do all game. Look at that, 61% possession for PSG. They dominated the entire game, but we were able to come away with a clean sheet and a point, which is fantastic from our point of view. Now, like I said, we will have a look at the accomplishments then, and that will round out the episode. I'll look mainly at the ones that, so you can see all accomplishments, locked and unlocked. We'll look at the ones that are locked in this particular episode, just so we can see what we need to get to improve, and then maybe at the end of the season, maybe at the end of each season, well, rather than, or maybe I could integrate it into the season roundup and have a look through the accomplishments as well, all of them with the locked and unlocked. But for now, we'll look at the locked. When it comes to our ball skills, our ball control and dribbling are actually very good. We have 4-star skill moves as well. It's only the curve that's lacking right now, and a lot of the accomplishments that are left in all categories, it's just a case of playing the games and they'll come to you. It's not really, there's a big difference between the ones that you get early on, and then it's just a case of playing time and playing the games and grinding the achievements and the accomplishments as you move through the different seasons. But of course this series is planning to be run until the end of FIFA 15, so we've still got another 8 months to play this series. So I'm not going to unlock any of the accomplishments from the catalogue, because we just won't need them. We will play enough games to earn the accomplishments outright, which hopefully will give us a bigger sense of satisfaction when we become a higher rated player. But obviously, as you can see, matches played is just going to be a case of grinding that out. Little things like this, complete crosses, 27 of 30, I can then make a mental note and go, right, if I just get myself in a position to play in 3 more crosses and make sure that they connect, then I can get myself that achievement. 1 more for Team of the Week, 1 more for Player of the Month. Again, it's just a case of it's more time than anything else in between gaining these accomplishments. Some of them, like goals from free kicks, aren't coming just yet because we're not taking set pieces, but again, it's just a case of time. Like complete crosses, 100. We haven't scored any volley, or 1 volley. I'm surprised that we haven't scored many volleys, but we're not the sort of player that you're going to whip the ball into, are we? Because of course we're switched to play up to 10 times. Pretty sure I've done that at least 5 or 6 times. Never mind. Again, that's something I can make a mental note of. Defence, obviously, a lot of them are tied to a defensive or midfielder position. So some of them, it will just be a case of perhaps changing our position later on in our career to a cam, perhaps, or a centre mid to try and get these extra accomplishments. But defensive wise, the ones that we can get as a forward, we are close to the standing tackles one, close to the first slide tackles one as well. And again, I can make a mental note to go through in games, try and just make sure I work a little bit harder defensively, and that may actually improve our overall, because you can see our sliding tackle and stand tackle are pretty low right now. Passing though, as you can see, attack positioning, or mental rather, attack positioning is 86 and vision 79, which are decent. Passes, we're getting closer to that. Again, it's just a matter of time. Same with interceptions and crosses and slide tackles, etc. And these sort of things will come. 82 key passes so far, so it's only going to be another season or so before we get that as well. Assists, we're getting there, 13 of 30. Again, some of them will come a little bit later on in perhaps the 4th or 5th season, and we'll really be able to take a big jump when we get into the early 80s. And a lot of these ones get a little bit closer. But again, as you can see, it's all for defenders and midfielders, mainly in the mental. The passing as well is mainly towards the end, midfielders or from set pieces, etc. But of course, we can get some passing accomplishments as a striker, and you can see we are very close now to the short passes one. Short passing is 76, and obviously the more that improves, the better will become at the little interlinking play as well. Maybe ourselves and Lacazette can play 1-2s with each other. Crosses again, getting close to that, and a lot of the accomplishments go through each different category as well. It's 3 or 4 we've seen where we only need 30 crosses, so we should, once we hit that, get 3 or 4 different accomplishments at once, and hopefully that will lead to us jumping up in overall. Obviously long passes we're close to as well with that one. Assists we need a few more, but that will hopefully come now we have a strike partner. Of course, you have to bear in mind, so far, until this Lyon move, we haven't played with a strike partner at all in this series, so it has been quite hard to pick up assists. But we have already got one, I think, so far in our few games here at Lyon, so hopefully we can improve on that. Again, it's just a case of getting the matches completed to gain some of these physical accomplishments, and only 11 more games, and we'll have 3 of these, and sprint speed will go up too, as will acceleration, which will hopefully improve our overall, considering we'll be quite fast by that point, and our strength will go up as well. Again, travelling distance is only a matter of time, but obviously as a lone striker we didn't really travel that much on the pitch, but now we've got a partner, we can do a bit more moving about and try and open the game up a little bit, knowing that if I drift out of position there is still going to be an attacker in position for someone to actually get on the end of a cross for me to put in. So a lot of the accomplishments go hand in hand. We're only 5 goals away from another accomplishment to give our finishing another +1. We're only 15 shooting accomplishments away from 75 as well. So 80 goals so far in our career, which is decent considering we're only like a handful of games into the 3rd season. To have scored 80 goals already is very impressive. Only need 3 more penalties, only 2 more free kicks, although at present we're not taking free kicks, but surely we will find ourselves at some point taking some. Goals from headers, we do need to improve that, but obviously with us only being 5'10", we're not the obvious player to score some headers, but we did score. Oh no, it was in the stream, apologies. I was thinking I did score a header recently, but that was on the Twitch My Player rather than the YouTube My Player. Again, penalties from shootouts, etc., and then it's just a case of stuff over time with like 80 goals out of 200, etc. But again, and free kicks and headers, they just kind of get a little bit higher, the targets. But we are getting there, we are definitely getting there. Goalkeeper, obviously, nothing yet so far, so we are only a 12 rated goalkeeper. But then it's a case of the traits and celebrations, and with the kits and the appearance, it's getting the total accomplishments. We're only 3 away from the total accomplishments here. Considering we're in the very beginning of the 3rd season, to already have unlocked the progress bar to be at 64%, I actually think we're doing very well indeed. You do have to bear in mind, like I say, that this series is planned to be run for the entirety of the year. We'll run it up until FIFA 16, and it would get pretty stale if we got to the point where we were like 87, 88 rated now and just played at the same level consistently for the next 8 months. That would become stale for me to record and stale for you guys to watch. But right now we have made a positive step every single time we've moved. We've gone from Cambridge to Sunderland, which is a positive move up to the Premier League from League 2. Then we've stepped from Sunderland. They only really finished Championship or in the Champions League positions because of the goals that we scored. The rest of the side wasn't world class. We've made a move to a foreign league because obviously a few of you were getting a little bit bored with all of the English career modes that I've done so far this year. So we took the move to Lyon. Obviously Lyon have a good reputation in France and in Europe, so for me it was a step up. Maybe only a slight step up, but it was a step up, and we've shown with the performances that we've put in so far this year and the results we've gotten in the Champions League to this point, as you'll be able to see when the table finally comes up. We have gotten 4 points against Milan and Bayern, by the way, to see ourselves top of the Champions League group. We haven't played Anderlecht yet, and that will come in Tuesday's episode, of course, in the next one. But if I can scroll back to we've still got 2 French Cups to compete in as well. And in the league, we are now up to 5th thanks to that point against PSG. So still plenty of stuff to do. We're only a point off 3rd in the Champions League spots yet again. So we are doing well. I think it was the right move to come to Lyon, and hopefully you guys will grow. Those of you that are perhaps a little bit disgruntled that we did make this move, hopefully you'll grow to love our time here in France. Plan is, of course, as always, to move on at the end of the season and try and step up again, but we'll have to wait and see where we are when that time comes. But for now, I think I've waffled on quite enough. That will bring today's episode to a close. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. That'd be absolutely superb. And of course, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already to make sure you don't miss out on any of the content coming here on Chesnoid Gaming. Of course, there will be a Career Mode Road to Glory episode later on tonight, and then Liverpool Career Mode will return tomorrow. If you don't know what and when I upload, there is a schedule in the description of every single video to let you know what and when I upload. 2 videos every single day, 7 days a week. So definitely check that so you know what to expect from me and when. But for now, that is all. Thank you very much for watching. Check all the links in the description to my Twitch, Twitter, Instagram and Facebook, and I will see you next time.